Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Thanks so much for stopping by and checking out my latest design team project for Kraft Supplies for You. And again, Kraft Supplies for You is an online store that carries laces and trims, embellishments, flowers, blings, doilies, appliques, and so much more. You guys really need to go and check them out.
I'm excited to announce that for the month of May, Kraft Supplies for You is celebrating with a drawing for 2 gift certificates, thanking all of our customers. So with every $25 purchase made May 1st through May 31st, names will be entered for a $40 or $30 gift certificate. The drawing will be held the first week of June.
I will have links to KS4U below in the description box. There's a .net store, a Zibbit store. There's quite a few social media sites that you can find us on, and I will have those linked along with the other members of the design team. I decided to work with some of the paper that I've been hoarding for a while from Graphic 45. It is the Portrait of a Lady collection, and I decided to use that on my projects this month for design team for Kraft Supplies for You. I felt that a lot of the peach and green items that are carried in the store matched this paper collection perfectly. For my first project this month, I decided to alter a can, very similar to the altered Pringles can that a lot of ladies do, except for mine was a little bit wider than the Pringles can. As you can see, this one has more of an oval shape than the round shape, which I kind of loved working with this just because it gave me a little bit more surface space to work on and decorate with a lot of the Kraft Supplies for You supplies. And so what I ended up doing is I first started off with paper, which I did use the Graphic 45 Portrait of a Lady collection for this project, and I did start by wrapping a piece of the paper around the can, and I also painted the top and bottom of the can. Once I did that, I then layered on this gorgeous corset trim, which is from Kraft Supplies for You, and it does have a nice scalloped edge on the side, but it did get covered up when I layered another piece of paper over it, but you can see the eyelets that are part of it, and then I laced some ribbon through there. And then I also added some flat back pearl trim to the edges right here. And that also is from Kraft Supplies for You. And then also behind here, I did open up the corset trim a little bit to expose an applique that I added. And I got this gorgeous applique from Maggie White, who is also a member of the design team. And I have her channel linked below. So thank you so much for that, Maggie. It worked perfect for inside of my little corset. I wanted something showing right there. And then after that, I did go ahead and add the 3D loopy trim that is carried at Kraft Supplies for You. And this is in the peach color, but she does carry it in a ton of other colors. And then I also added a bronze metal piece. And then inside of it, I did cut out a piece from the paper collection of one of the vintage women in there, and I added a little bit of glossy accents on the inside of that. At the bottom of the can, you can see I did glue down some trim, and this is this gorgeous bead trim at Kraft Supplies for You. It is one of the newer bead trims that she's carrying in this store, but it is just gorgeous. It has the pearl beads, and then it has kind of like some silver beads that are intermingled with those. It's so gorgeous. And then to kind of finish it off, I did add some more of those 3D loopy flowers. I did also put another piece of paper over this and just bent it over. And after I had done that, I added some more trim from Kraft Supplies for You on this side, which is this one. It's kind of a dainty white trim. It's gorgeous. And you can see I did that on both sides. And then on the back side, I didn't want to leave my back side plain. I easily could have done that. But I went ahead and added one of the sentiments that was part, or the journal cards from the paper collection about women on there. And I added some more of that flat back pearl trim. And in the corners, in 2 of the corners, I added some fabric flowers that comes from Kraft Supplies for You. And these are a gorgeous peach one. And these ones do have peach leaves on them. It has several layers of kind of like a satin type paper petals, and then there's some sheer ones on top of that, and then the gorgeous pearls stamens in the center. So I love that. And then at the top, I did lace around some more trim, and this is some leftover trim that I had from a past design team project from Kraft Supplies for You. And so that kind of covered my can for the basic part, and then I decorated the top of the can. And it does pull out, so it is empty right now on the inside, but you could fill it with a whole bunch of goodies or craft supplies. But for the top of the cover, what I went ahead and did and just added and I screwed it through the top, I went ahead and added a doorknob. And then I layered a whole bunch of the peach parchment flowers that Kraft Supplies for You carries. And these ones were, if you watch my design team package video, these ones came kind of on a long stick. And they were perfect and so easy to use because I used 2 of those, and they came in a package of 5. And they had like 5 flowers on them. And so I just bent them to go around the inside and glued them down. And then I went ahead and filled it in with a few of the white parchment flowers. And I might have filled in with a couple more of the peach two-tone flowers. The lighter peach ones were part of the stick or the bigger configuration, and then these little bit darker two-tone ones were individual ones that you got in packages. And all these little springs here, all the leaves all came on those sticks. So I really love how that turned out, and I'll kind of show you kind of the side view if you were looking at it when it's on top of the can. But just gorgeous. It was really quick and easy with all those flowers being on the one long stick and being able to bend it around. It went really fast compared to other flower arranging on cards and altering items, just because so many of them were already on that stick. So I had a lot of fun with working with those flowers, and I just love how it turned out. The flowers definitely look vintage, and again, all of these flowers in this arrangement up here are the parchment flowers that Kraft Supplies for You carries, and then these are some fabric ones that Kraft Supplies for You carries. So that is my first project for this month. I hope you guys all check back later in this month. I will be sharing some more projects using Kraft Supplies for You laces and trims and flowers, and also the Graphic 45 Portrait of a Lady collection. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.